Hello, everyone, and welcome to day 17 of this 30-day Living an Authentic Life Challenge. Today, we're going into a second conversation about faith. And this is where I want to anchor us. Why do I say that? Because having had our conversation about paying attention to the seas that we're in, we get the opportunity to go deeper in those conversations. So, one of the things about faith is that it helps you stay grounded. In a world where things are constantly changing and people will have to put their faith in different things. When you trust in things that fail you, what do? I found that you need to be centered. So sometimes when you are in those rocky seas, like the ships that we were talking about earlier, you have to decide how you're going to function. And when they get rocky and wavy, what often happens is that people drop an anchor. That anchor helps you stay centered. And when you anchor yourself, it gives you the opportunity to trust that you will be that you will be safe. If I can get my words together, we can finish this conversation. And in being safe, anchors, anchors are things that you trust. And when you trust something, you have faith in it. So today I want to ask you if you have faith in something that you've anchored yourself to that's naturally supporting you. And if you find yourself there, well, today, let's have a couple of discussion points about how to get out of it. Because I decided to see how I can center myself in an anchor that gives me the best support. And if you look at the basic instruction book before leaving Earth and you go to the center of that book, you'll find Psalm 118, verse 8. And it says, "It is better to go to the Lord who keeps you safe than to trust in people." Now, I find that quite interesting because lots of times when we find ourselves in rocky situations, we tend to go to the people that we trust. And if you have people that you put your trust in that are no longer worthy of your trust because they're not doing what they said they would do, they're not functioning the way that you thought that they would function, you have to do something different. So I learned from that scripture, don't trust in man, trust in God, which means you're going to have to find a routine that you anchor yourself in. Try doing this because one of the things that I had to do because I didn't think I had a lot of time, y'all, I took 5 minutes a day, just 5 minutes to find an anchored element inside of my being. And I built a routine that supports me so that I don't just keep throwing up Hail Mary prayers when I find myself in the middle of those storms that keep swirling around us. Build a lifestyle of faith, not just one that becomes your last resort. Faith where you can get simple anchors that are tied to your habits. So, that 5 minutes a day, start off with the next 7 days. This is not going to be really difficult because it's only 5 minutes. In 5 minutes, find a scripture that supports you. Most of us got our phone, and you can find those like daily scriptures that you can look to. Let that be your 5 minute journey. Let those be your scriptures for a moment until you choose to go deeper. There, you'll start anchoring yourself each day and then pick a prayer, one prayer, and repeat that prayer over and over again until you memorize it inside and out. For me, the first prayer that I decided to use was the scripture in Matthew 6:33. Seek ye first the kingdom of heaven, and all these things will be added unto you. I said that every day as a prayer. Lord, I seek you first because right now I am in the middle of some rocky seas that's causing me to feel some type of way. But I'm trusting you to add everything else that I need. Matthew 6:33 was something that I said every morning, something that I said every evening. And eventually I went deeper in it because when I started paying attention to that, because the people that I trusted, they left me. And the ones that I thought would be there because you have governmental agencies and different resources that you think will be a support. And if you are in America at this time period, you've gone through an experience where you found that those things that you trusted in the past did not support you well. It doesn't mean they won't support you in the future. But you, if you're like me, got true clarity that you need to anchor yourself someplace deeper. So faith and a being greater than yourself will give you the support that you need. And you can tie it to your daily activities so that you can anchor it, like saying it while you're brushing your teeth or getting ready to start your car or whatever you do that's routine in your day. Ground yourself there because faith at that point will stop being an occasional, sometimey thing that you do. and it will become a steady anchor that you can quietly hold when you find that everything else in your life is shifting. We are going to go deeper into this conversation on faith. And if you are not a part of the Reset Strategies community, I encourage you, click the link below. Join us as we continue on our 30-day Living an Authentic Life Challenge. In the meantime, this is Tanya E. Hood. Walk